Gone. The door to the haven of the moon goddess was dark. Empty. Closed. Casia had gone through it. She was gone. She was safe. And it was the one thing, the only thing, that mattered to Elander. It was all he wanted to think about. But as he turned away from the row of doors that led to the other god havens, he came face to face with the divine beast he had once served. Malafar. The dark god, the rook god, chaos walker, nightbringer. 100 different names existed for this towering being. None completely captured the terrifying reality of him. That upper god stepped toward Elander, adjusting his grip on the glowing white sword he carried, and Elander could no longer dwell on what had become of Casia. Rage twisted Malafar's expression into something monstrous, something far less human-looking than the mask he had donned at the beginning of this meeting. And the rest of his body was changing too as he moved. The black wings upon his back unfurled. The tip of one grazed the wall to his right, knocking an ornamental sconce to the ground and extinguishing the flame it held. A deeper darkness sank over the room, and his eyes seemed to glow within that darkness, burning as bright and as terrible as his sword. He lifted his hand. A swirl of black feathers encircled his weapon with the motion. When those feathers fell away, the sword he held had transformed into 2 separate blades, each pulsing with silvery black energy. He swung them both. Elander dove forward, slipping underneath the sweeping swords and narrowly edging past the upper god's leg. He rolled across the marble floor of the Oblivion Tower that had once been his haven, fought his way back to his feet, just in time to twist wildly and avoid a second strike. Bits of that silvery black energy shook free of the rook god's blades as he swung them, filling the space with swirling threads of magic that burned Elander's skin whenever he wasn't quick enough to avoid them. Elander sprinted to the other side of the room, seeking cleaner air. There wasn't far to go in the circular space before he met a wall. He braced a hand against it and tried to catch his breath, tried to think calmly. His gaze darted back to the last place he'd seen Casia. His eyes always seemed to seek her whenever he was searching for calm here lately. But she was no longer there to find, of course. There was only the portal she'd disappeared through. He saw a pinprick of light in the center of that portal, focused his senses, felt the distinctive energy still radiating from it, and with it came a creeping sense of dread.